So, believe it or not, there's a lock next to Yoda, because I said, and I was planning on saying to the government, it's like a baby Yoda, not literally a baby or Yoda, but it's like I need to be protected. Like I need the government to listen to me and understand me. So, So they've stopped mostly, for the most part, doing a lot of the crazy stuff they do since I've been recording. But there's still some strange stuff, like where I get my drink, all of a sudden there was a mask and pliers and like tape there. I mean, they were trying to make me think that I'm not allowed to say anything anymore. And I didn't stop, so they stopped. So you can tell who's more scared of who. Everyone being redheaded or dyeing their hair red still. And I don't mean everyone. I don't want to over-exaggerate. Like the day where all the cards, well, the only card that was different said Dad on it. I mean, I think that's pretty crazy. See what's over here. I mean, I have enough proof to prove that I'm not a human if you watched all the other videos I have. I mean, even if you don't want to believe I'm not human, I could still prove that there's something crazy going on. Like, you know a conspiracy theorist video? Like, that's the type of stuff they'll do. Like, believe it or not, in my head, I had like an automatic thought where I'll accidentally say, "Oh, you're Jesus," and it's like they're trying to do weird stuff. Where she said exactly what she said, and they always talk to my inner dialogue, and they also talk when I'm talking out loud. If I'm talking out loud, they'll literally like just say something like yup, and then like you should have seen the recording. One day I'm gonna go into like a restaurant and record exactly what they do, and I don't know how to describe it exactly in the least amount of words in the most efficient, articulate way. I'll be talking and they'll try and match up them saying yup and that's the way it is and excuse me, whenever I'll talk about stuff, and it's just to make it, I mean, say if you said something that someone might be able to say yes or no to, and sometimes I'll talk, sometimes I'll even say stuff like, you guys are gonna go to hell for this, and they'll happen to have someone near me that I'll say, but they actually they're trying to make me think that they're talking about me, or that I should be talking about myself, and it's so annoying, it like blows up my brain. Like, I can tell, by the way, based on the way they say it, that it's not, them wanting, I just don't even get, it's so aggravating. I mean, imagine someone standing next to you, listening to whatever you say, and trying to match it up, so that all the stuff you say, they can say, yup, and because they know that I hate when they say yup. I mean, it's crazy. The days where there was a bunch of people walking around, having, like, kids' clothes, and I was like, alright, this is getting suspicious. I mean, I already knew it was, but I mean, I'm saying what you guys should be thinking and feeling sometimes. I mean, all of a sudden, like, everyone's just wearing kids' clothes around you, because they thought they could just surround Hayden with stuff from his past and make him into a kid again. That doesn't even make sense. I mean, imagine if, for them, they think I can get dissociative amnesia. But, imagine if you went to a kid's birthday party and you turn into a kid again. I don't mean metaphorically. I mean, like, you literally just turn into a kid again. That's what they think can happen to me. It's literally mentally challenged. Every single thing they do is mentally challenged. They put action figures everywhere, too. Like, I've seen a couple people all holding action figures, and it was all around the time when I was making them feel like I was action figuring them around. Where, I don't know, let's see the books over here. Nice book section. Believe it or not, I said, how you doing? In my head, and the guy said, good, and you? I mean, I think that's pretty crazy. But I could just say something and they'll talk to me as if, like, I'm actually talking to them. I mean, that's not normal. If you said something in your head, imagine if you said, how are you doing? Inside of your head in your inner monologue, and then someone said that to you. I'm pretty sure you could hear it with the sound quality. The one and only Bob. I think that's a... I think it's funny because they're trying to say the one and only Bob. And they're trying to say I'm a dog. And I'm I just think it's funny. Let's see what this book is about. And I don't mean to think it's funny. I know they actually are evil and they hurt people. But the way they're trying to get me, they might as well be on World's Dumbest Demons or World's Dumbest Criminals. Let's just pretend to be him in front of him. That sounds stupid to me. Bob is an independent dog. He knows he could still make it on his own if he had to, even though he now has a home with a human friend, Julia. Regular meals, belly rubs, and a bed to call his own. Just like how that guy said outside the store, if she was with her brother, she'd be dead now. I mean, I think that's pretty funny, right? I mean, I know how to make it look as if they're in control when they're not. Do you understand how this video goes? And it's like, someone watching it would be like, you're trying to make them think they're in control? Yeah, I'm trying to make them think they're in control. And they'll think that these are signs from God and not me, when it's just me that does this stuff in some weird way. It's like, I'm not a human. I mean, I don't know. I told them when I got back, I said, they wanted to make Hayden Lonsdale go back to Bob and go back to Boston. I said, this is Boston now, metaphorically. I said, that I am Bob. And then they wanted to make Hayden Lonsdale think he's in a different world. So I said, I'm going to make you guys think you're in a different world. Let's see what else is going on in this store over here. I mean, I don't know. As a human, watch this. Despite all the books and the movies and the things around the store, what would you think if you just had people talking to your inner monologue, and then if you went up to them and said anything, they wouldn't even know it? Like, well, supposedly, they would act as if they didn't know it. Pretty crazy, right? Like, if you were saying, like, say you were just having a random thought in your head, like, oh, how you doing? Then all of a sudden someone said, like, oh, good, I'm doing fine. Like, whatever that guy said. That's not weird? I mean, I know it is, but whatever. Let's see. Like I told you, they stopped doing most of the crazy stuff they're doing because they said, they probably thought to themselves, how the hell did he get us to reveal ourselves like that we're everywhere? And then, see how these movies are for the most part good? I mean, normal, whatever. And then, The Green Knight. Let's see. Now, it's like I'm a private investigator, like Sherlock Holmes. Now, believe it or not, at my storage unit, it says Holmes underneath my lock, like Sherlock Holmes, on JC Highway. King Arthur's reckless and headstrong nephew embarks on a daring quest to confront the eponymous Green Knight, a gigantic emerald-skilled stranger and tester of men. Gaiwan contends with ghosts, giants, thieves, and schemers in what becomes a deep journey to define his character while proving his worth in the eyes of his family. Now, this matches up with what they were just talking about. Like, people like us.
How much information do you need?
See how that guy just said, yeah, I got you? I hope that the sound quality was good enough for you to recognize that he literally said, yeah, I got you. And they want me to think that they're my family and I'm better off with these people. And I'm trying to make them think that God is giving them these signs through me. Because they don't understand how I make things match up like this. I don't even know if a human would recognize that it's not really normal for me to be able to make things match up like this. Like that guy's talking with that. and then I find that book, and then I point to all these different weird books at the right time, and then I happen to, like, the perfect book at the perfect time is watching you. The book of spells, like I cast a spell on them. Pretty crazy, right? I blackmailed them. Now, I gotta keep investigating for all you. Hamlet. Almost like cast a spell on them, making them all act in weird ways. Huh. Pretty crazy, right? So, the way I blackmailed them was I started saying stuff like, well, now you have to put stuff around the store, knowing that they have an opposite disorder and do things opposite for people, and everything they do usually has some weird opposite effect, even when they don't know it because they're half delusional. And they stopped putting stuff around the store. Now I said, see, now everyone's going to know that that was not normal, what you guys were doing. Then they started doing it extra. And now they're not doing it at all too much. But now it's like they're stuck. And I'm a tiny bit stuck. Like inside Monster, Bo Berman, and they want me to be like Bob. And they want me to think that inside of me is a monster. That sounds... They actually... Because they feel like I'm literally like making them into my dolls. They feel like I'm voodooing them around. I mean... They don't understand how I'm doing this to them and moving them, I should say. So, what's another thing that I did to them? What else did I do? Let's see. Around the same time, they wanted me to think, I said, I'm going to be like called like Spider-Man or something. Someone's going to say, what if you're raging stuff around the stores? And then, all of a sudden, right near the electrical outlets, like not electrical outlets, like the wires, you know, like a extension cord, there was a Spider-Man outfit. And then a couple days later, there was socks with a girl with red hair near the electrical outlet. And then they had a guy that said he prayed to Satan or something. Or he said, do you pray to Satan? And then he talked about Jesus and being Jewish. And this seems like a weird mix. He talked about being Jewish, and then he talked about if I prayed to Satan. And he talked about baby Jesus, because they want me to think I'm just baby Jesus, not regular Jesus. And they even made him have a beard and everything. And then another day that I saw him put a belt in a carriage, then walked away, then went back and picked up the belt and walked away. Because they want me to think that I'm like, they have a belt around me, or a noose, or they want me to think that they're voodooing me. And the reason I say me, when there's a dog right there, and I timed it out right, is so that they think that God is making me turn to a dog. And that they are giving me these weird, strange signs and hurting me and psychologically torturing me, and I'm getting them addicted to it. Because in turn, I'm basically blackmailing them in some weird ways and using these strange psychological tactics to make them give me evidence that they exist. And in turn, they have to, they will think that they can get me. I'm giving them their best dreams ever. They think I'll turn into a dog, or we'll switch places, or I'll go delusional, or sound schizophrenic. All of the above. And all they have to do is give me evidence that they exist. And they think that they're working against me, with me. How do I word this? They notice that I time things out really weird, and that it almost appears as though I see through time sometimes. They don't know how I do it, so they assumed it's someone else. Because they can't face that it's not just me doing it, timing things out all strange and weird. So they basically are conspiring against me with someone who's just me. I mean, that's what I call by communicating with the environment. And then, if I do that, it wouldn't even make sense. They're like, he's lying. Then how did there happen to be a book that says little lies there? It's for them so they always believe. Because I started making them feel like they had a monster inside of them. Like one night, I said that they have to. I almost made it sound like The Art of War. I almost made it sound as if it was a joke, or that I was going delusional. I said, you guys have parasites inside of you. You have to come to me for the antidote. And that there's going to be aliens coming out of your stomach, like that movie Alien. And then when it comes out of your stomach, you have to listen to me. And then all of a sudden, I went to go pee, and there was a bunch of spray paint that said Geist everywhere. And then there was 3 paintings that said Geist on the wall. And then I said, see, now you gotta listen to me, I'm the Geist. And then all of a sudden, a couple minutes later, I happened to listen to a song. And again, happened to listen to a song where it was called The One Reborn. And it's like some weird animal, like carving its way and jumping out of a wolf's stomach. And I said, see, now you gotta listen to me. I'm the Geist. I'm the Spirit. Like the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. And I said, now you're in debt to me. And now you're all in different worlds. Because I'm trying to prove that I'm more in control than them. As there's a girl with red hair there, and they're like, okay, that means we're in control. It's like a hypnotist, mentalist technique in order to get them to reveal themselves. And they're thinking, well, eventually, it doesn't matter if we reveal ourselves, because he'll just sound schizophrenic anyways, and that's what we were planning on anyways. But now, he'll just be turned into a girl dog, and apparently God's on our side, when that's not true. I mean, it's just me. And again, like, and there's Tyrannosaurus Rex there. I even said, well, if you guys are going to pretend to be Jesus, I might as well pretend to be one of you. And I was just joking. And that confuses them, because like, wait, you said, when you said us, there was SpongeBob, and you say you're Bob, and when you said you, there was a dinosaur, proving that you're doing exactly what you just said. And they still are in denial and delusion about how I do all this. So I hope people can, like, understand that. Do you really think it's normal that I'm like this? I don't think so. I mean, I think I have enough, like, proof to be able to prove that all this is real. Like that time they were all carrying, like, little, like, dolls around and stuff. And, like, dolls with red hair and Elmo dolls, because I made them feel as if I'm dolling them around, voodooing them around, moving them around, controlling them, mind-possessing them. And I even said, you ever seen the movie Monkey Shines? It's about a girl monkey getting in some guy's head and taking over his free will. And I used to play that, and I did it a couple days after I watched a video of the monkey symbols, and I said, you guys are as mentally challenged as a person that all they see and hear is monkey symbols, because they said the same thing to Hayden. And then once they thought that I thought that there was just monkey symbols in their head, like a monkey with like symbols, all of a sudden I play Monkey Shines, and it scared the crap out of them. And they're demons. They're the lizard people. They're the Illuminati. The Illuminati is scared of me. And I say me, and there's a baby carriage there, and like, all right, good. He's turned into a dog and a girl and a baby, and he'll just listen to us. He's gonna start being mentally challenged. Like whenever they think in their head that one day I'll be like, whoa, where am I? Where am I? What's going on? And once in a while, I'll just go like this. Whoa. Okay. And like honest, I'm actually like being 100% honest about this. I'd say it's the perfect thing to say at a time like this. And then like, oh my God, he's turned into a baby. I can't help but to, I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at people's pain. I know they're evil, but I view them as the world's dumbest criminals. I'm so holy where I actually tried to forgive them. And right there it says, just one you. And in their heads, they're going to think, if I walk by that and time it out like this, they're going to think in their heads, oh, we're just one of you. But really, they'll think, oh, you should believe that you're just one of us. And now they feel like babies. And sometimes when I say them or Satan, I'll happen to match it up so there's a dog walking by. And it's not like, I'm not saying there's a dog like over here and I happen to say Satan. I mean like, it'll be like a dog here where I supposedly can't see it. I'll say Satan, all of a sudden a dog walks around the corner. I've had it on video before.
I was there, I just came back to close. Okay,
and believe it or not, I'll always play stuff like where Clockwork Orange, I'll put that picture there. I'll be looking online and put the picture of Clockwork Orange, and then I'll put the picture of, I'll play the Archer Rabbit video, where Archer straps someone down to a chair and he brainwashes them, because I took advantage of the fact that they'd always be watching me. And then also, I would play the video where it was Mugatu, and he ties Zoolander down to a chair and tries to brainwash him. And then I would put a picture of a bunch of marionettes to incept the idea into them that they're, being marionetted around, and that there's something inside of them growing. And I told them that there's a parasite growing inside of them. And I told them that, I took advantage, like I said, of the fact that they literally just watch on me and spy on me all day and, try and harass me. And they think I'm going to get amnesia. And because I'm so psychologically traumatized, when I'm really not. So that's one of the reasons why they put their hands on their penises and everything. Because a normal person would say, why would demons do that? It's not going to hurt you. They actually think it will, though. They actually genuinely think it'll hurt me and make me forget everything. And then, in their heads, they're also thinking, well, apparently these humans aren't going to believe in you. They could think you're being hunted by demons and just not even care. Like, imagine watching a video on YouTube about demons, and then just most people just, even there's people who genuinely believe, oh, I saw YouTube videos about demons, but they don't start, not rioting, protesting. They don't start talking to the government about it. They don't do anything about it. That's kind of suspicious, right? If I genuinely, like I do, think and know demons are real, I would report on it. They started putting a bunch of these around so that I always get reminded of, Jordan Peterson. Because they know I like Jordan Peterson, they hate that I like Jordan Peterson. Because think about it. Him speaking gets people, into meaning and religion and psychology and history. And usually he tries to get people off of drugs and stuff like that. They don't want people like that in the world. They literally want everyone to be like Satan. They want everyone to be liars and murderers and sinful people. And I want everyone to be like me. And one day, it'll happen. Now, have you ever heard of Snowpiercer? Where he froze supposedly, some say he froze the world with a chemical called CW7. And he ended the world to save it because he knew how to run the world better than anyone. And that's what I'm basically going to do. I'm going to engineer some sort of crisis to unite everyone. And it's going to happen anyways, because the Illuminati wants to destroy the world and keep it destroyed. And the humans eventually would collapse themselves anyways. So God, me, took advantage of the fact that the Illuminati and the humans are too distracted. Satan's distracted by me and themselves. I know it sounds weird, but and humans are distracted by themselves and sin. So I basically wanted to make it so all the humans in the world one day will be united. And one day they will.